Welcome to the world of W.E.Kiw, where friends come in all sizes, shapes and species. So here's our new story. A lesson from a three-legged art and fart. Two pillows or one? That was a nightly question W.E.Kiw would sometimes pose to himself. Does he put one pillow on top of the other and make a pillow mountain? That way his head would be high up in the bed. Maybe it could stretch him to be taller. Or maybe he puts one pillow beside the other. The beside method helps when rolling to the edge of the bed. When he rolls over, his head will remain on the pillow at all times. So he decided, maybe something new tonight. I'll have one pillow for my head and hug the other one. I haven't tried this procedure before. Let me try it out. He was about to turn off his bedside light, but remembered he hadn't set his alarm clock. W.E. twisted the dial to 7 o'clock. He waved goodnight to Colin, his goldfish friend. Colin was happily swimming around his bowl on the nightstand. Colin hadn't noticed W.E. waving, so he sat up higher in the bed and just kept waving. Then Colin saw him and waved back. W.E. lay back down. He took one pillow to hug and plumped the other pillow under his head. It had been a busy day, so he was quite tired. He didn't drift off to sleep tonight. It was BAM! He was out like a light. He snored a little and wriggled to get more comfortable. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. He didn't realise, but he was hugging his pillow even tighter now. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. Inside his eyes it was pitch black, and specks of different colours started to appear in the darkness. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. They were only dots at first. Inside his closed eyes, bright colours of a kaleidoscope started to circle. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. There were greens, reds, blues and yellows. They were getting so bright, soon he would need to put sunglasses on the inside of his eyelids. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. Now, there wasn't any shapes, but just a mixture of colours. He couldn't see anyone or anything, so who was there? Come and see the three-legged art and fart. He shook his head. The colours in his eyes now started to take shape. So he shook his head again. The colours started to have round edges. The colours dissolved into massive flowers. Each petal was a different colour, and to W.E. they looked like multicoloured daisies. The flower stalks were white, which made the petals' different radiant colours stand out more. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. He looked around to see who was calling him, but only the flowers surrounded him. Taller than sunflowers, they towered over his head. Come and see the three-legged art and fart. Ah, so maybe three of the flowers together make up a three-legged art and fart. W.E. giggled out loud. His giggle seemed to be answered by another giggle. He abruptly stopped giggling as it startled him. There was an eerie silence. Now 5 steps to the left, 10 steps forward to meet the three-legged art and fart. He shuffled 2 steps forward, and the voice came back. You don't want to meet the three-legged art and fart then? The voice questioned. My apologies. I do, but I'm a little confused. But I really want to meet an art and fart, so here I come. A three-legged art and fart, no less, my friend. W.E. took 5 steps to the left, then 10 steps forward. And when he got there was nobody to greet him. I will be there in 2 ticks, the voice called out. Was it to the right, not the left? Just in case, he turned in a full circle, looking for the three-legged art and fart. Still there was no one. A wind blew past. Flowers started to sway and the petals fell to the ground. Then there was a tap on the shoulder of W.E., and he turned around and he heard, "Hello!" In front of him stood the most colourful creature he had ever seen. It was covered in what he could only think was splashes of paint. "I'm very pleased to meet you, friend. I am Hurricane." "Nice to meet you too. Are you a three-legged artem fart that is calling me?" "Of course. How many other friends you know have 3 legs like me?" Valid point, W.E. thought. Hurricane turned around proudly to show her 3 legs. She was taller than W.E. and slender with sky blue fur. Her 3 legs had hooves like a goat. She had 2 arms, not 3, but only 2 plump fingers on each hand. Her head was slender as well. Right in the middle of her face was a trunk like an elephant, which rose up every time she needed to talk. Her eyes were to the side of her head, so she could nearly see behind herself. Her most stunning feature wasn't her 3 legs, but her amazing green hair that sprung from the top of her head and flowed to her shoulders. It was curled tightly like a spring, ready to bounce. "I love the flowers and all the colours, Hurricane." "Sorry, I didn't catch your name." "Oh, how rude of me. I am W.E.Kiw, but my friends just call me W.E." Hurricane burst out laughing uncontrollably. It took some time for her to stop laughing, which confused W.E. "I didn't think it was that funny," W.E. muttered. "Sorry, my little friend, but my name is Harrietta. My friends call me Hurricane, as I cause so much chaos. I like how you have a nickname too. So shall we get started?" W.E. looked around to see if there was some gardening to do. Maybe they had to pick some flowers. "Okay, but start at what, Hurricane?" Hurricane turned and gestured to follow. "Follow me, W.E. Oh, that rhymes. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Oh." W.E. followed through the flowers till they came to a clearing. Short green grass covered the ground. In the centre of the clearing was a gigantic wooden box with a shiny brass handle. "Hurrah! Here we go. Now help me lift the handle." "Sure, Hurricane." Together they lifted the handle. It was heavy to begin with, but as it rose it got lighter and then sprung the box open. The sides went down and the top formed a roof. In the box there was a mixture of paints. A row of different sized and shaped paintbrushes lined the back wall. There were hooks where canvases hung to dry. Hurricane took a blank canvas and gave it to W.E. He held it as she brought out an easel to put it on. She proceeded to do the same for herself. "Right now, pick some colours and let's paint." "But I don't really know how to paint like an artist, Hurricane." "That's okay, W.E. I don't either. I don't paint, I create." And with that, both W.E. and Hurricane took bottles of paints, some brushes, and started to create. W.E. was so focused he hadn't noticed how Hurricane was standing. She put her middle leg behind herself so she could rest comfortably like a tripod. W.E. slowly stroked the canvas with his brushes. Alongside him, Hurricane threw, blew, splashed and bashed the colours on top of each other. W.E. stopped and looked over. He saw the most amazing painting Hurricane was creating. It was much better than his, he thought. "Wish I could be as good as you, Hurricane. Keep going, as you're an amazing artist." With that, Hurricane's face went bright red. He stopped painting, and a grin took over her face. Belly started to rumble, and then it happened. She let out the largest fart W.E. had ever heard. They looked over to each other. Hurricane laughed, and W.E. did too. "So now, W.E., you know why we are called the three-legged artem fart. With every bit of encouragement, we fart. The better the compliment, translate to the bigger the fart." "That's hilarious, Hurricane. Does it only happen when I encourage you?" "Oh, yes." "Are you sure?" "Of course, my little friend. I am a three-legged artem fart after all." Cunning little grin came over W.E.'s face. "That's the best painting I've ever seen, Hurricane. I want you to be my teacher, as no one could be as good as you." And with that, Hurricane knew what would happen. W.E. was rolling on the ground laughing. Hurricane wasn't offended and enjoyed the compliments.
You see how encouragement helps the three-legged art and fart? This world is full of colours. The three-legged art and fart encourage each other to be creative. No matter whether you think it's good or bad, it's always important to create something. It is a good release, even for the belly.
When W.E. had come to his senses, he wiped the happy tears away from his eyes. So does every three-legged art and fart paint like you, Hurricane?
No, everyone has their own art. I love painting. Some like writing, some dancing. My friend Horace loves to make puppets. Once I told him his puppets were inspirational and made me want to create more art. They were so beautiful. Horace farted for nearly 5 minutes. Obviously, no one had encouraged him enough.
Hurricane picked up a new bottle of paint and a new brush. So you fart when encouraged?
Yes, we all need encouragement. That's what friends do. Are you my friend, W.E.?
Well, yes, as I love your energy and creativity, you must be my friend, Hurricane.
For some friends, it just takes courage to get started and see where it takes you. We might not be as good as we hoped in the beginning, but keep going. Persistence is a wonderful word.
Yes, persistence. To keep going and keep trying.
Maybe that is why you were sent to me, to teach persistence and encouragement.
Maybe it is, Hurricane. It could be like me in cooking. It takes a long time to try and get perfect at it. I'm still trying to make the perfect omelette.
W.E., there is nothing wrong with asking for help. I often ask for tips from older three-legged art and farts. The more I create, the better I seem to get. I can help you with your painting, W.E.
That would be fantastic, Hurricane. Hurricane showed W.E. a new way of holding his brush and splashing paints to highlight different colours.
Don't be afraid to throw or splatter the paint, W.E. Try everything.
Hurricane also chose colours that look brighter when mixed together. I'm not farting yet, Hurricane, but I love the encouragement. Hurricane burst out laughing, then gave W.E. a big hug.
You pass it on, W.E. Encouragement and a hug.
I shall. Now let me try splattering. W.E. dipped his brush in a pot of yellow paint and flicked the top of the brush. The colour sprayed onto the canvas. He splattered and splattered more vibrant colours. They started to pop out from the canvas.
Keep creating, W.E. We all need to keep creating, my friend. Sometimes close your eyes and let imagination go. And if you need to, don't forget to fart.
More yellows, more blues, more reds. He splattered, focusing on all the colours. He couldn't stop staring at the canvas.
Focus, W.E. Focus, W.E.
I will. My new friend and mentor, Hurricane, the three-legged art and fart.
Ooh, focus, W.E. Focus, W.E.
Hurricane's voice got softer and softer. W.E. stood focusing on the canvas and the stunning colours. Brighter and brighter the colours grew, swirling and twirling. The colours of the kaleidoscope came back inside his eyes. All the colours slowly started to melt together. Yellow grew stronger and stronger. Now the only colour he could see was yellow. He opened his eyes. The sun was peeking through the curtains straight into his face. He turned to his alarm clock, which had just ticked over to 5 minutes to 7. He was awake before his alarm clock for once, so turned it off. He sat up and looked over to Colin. Colin was holding his nose. Maybe he was encouraged that night like a three-legged art and fart. That morning he was so focused he decided to try and make the perfect omelette for breakfast. He took out eggs, onions, tomatoes, parsley, some milk and cheese. Then, with the enthusiasm and passion of a three-legged art and fart, he threw the eggs in the bowl. He splashed in some milk and whisked it with great speed. He put a pan on the stove and pressed in some sliced tomatoes ready to cook. Chopped onions were sprinkled onto the pan. As he poured in the eggs, he made a design. On top, he also sprinkled cheese in different patterns. By the time he was finished, he created a multicoloured omelette that looked different to anything he had done before. But wait, he thought. He took the parsley and flicked it all over the omelette. He stepped back and thought, well, no one was here for encouragement, so I guess that's why I didn't fart. He'd been cooking for many years, but today, with more persistence and encouragement, he had taken his skills to a new level. He was about to take the omelette to the table when he looked around. There was milk on the floor, tomato and onion all over the cooker. The eggshells had broken in front of his compost bin. He was pleased that he had decided to try his own art in the kitchen. That morning his creativity was of a food kind. The encouragement he received was inspirational. That day he had started in a special and positive way. The kitchen, however, definitely looked like a hurricane had been through it. The end. Thanks for listening. And like a three-legged ardent fart, always encourage your friends and never give up. But stand clear, as they might also start farting. We have more stories coming up, so keep on the lookout. Have you gone to W.E.Kiwi.com yet? Go on, have a look. Also, let a grown-up show you the posts on Instagram at W.E.Kiwiofficial, as we have a ton of pictures you can look at. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Don't worry, Don. I'm on top of things, and I will make sure the microphones are turned off and the music goes to silence. Thanks, Quark. I appreciate it. Oh, is that some encouragement? Yes, of course, as I think you can learn from your mistakes and become better at your job. That's good. Red off, yellow on. I even started with Pichu and Patsu and their merry-go-round. Wait, Quark? What? The yellow is off and the red is on. Oops. I did it again, didn't I? Yes, Quark. Oh dear, I might need some help then. Yes, maybe you did, but we all need a little help from time to time, so let me help. Thanks, John. Let's do it together. Okay, on my count. 1, 2, 3. Finish. Is it off? Right, I think it's finished now. Quark. Maybe I need to write things down. That might be a bit better. Okay. I think I'm over it. Oh, here it is. This one.